Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Double Booked, where two friends turn their literary rants into a podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Kayla.
I'm Mallory, and this week we're talking about Cherry Baby, Rainbow Rowell's newest book. We have a lot to talk about today, so I think we should just jump right into it, quite honestly.
I think we should too.
What's been going on?
So much. Yes, we're going to get right into it with some updates, reading updates, life updates, food updates, perhaps. If you're new to the pod, our lives kind of revolve around food, and so that it just like automatically makes its way into our update. So we thought we would include it moving forward, just for some transparency, right?
Yeah, let's just be fully honest about it. It's food.
Yes, it's our whole life. But for me, I've been just kind of doing a lot, honestly. This weekend was really busy, but I just feel like I got fulfilled, like, in all the ways that I needed to be, and it was, like, really great. Thursday night, actually, we did something kind of crazy. We went to this place. It's called the Sauna House in Greenville, and it was fun. Like, it was a sauna, cold plunge, relaxation experience. It was like a 2-hour thing, and you just keep doing these, like, cycles of it. It was so relaxing and fun.
Wow.
I loved every second of it. The first time we went in the sauna, it was kind of rough. Like, but it did get easier. Like, as you kept doing it, it just
Have you ever been in a sauna?
I have been a couple times, but I feel like now I get a little bit of anxiety just like about like randomly passing out, which I've never done in my whole life, so don't ask me why I'm so fearful.
Just in the sauna or in general?
No, just in general.
Oh, okay.
Just like every day walking around.
No,
yeah.
I hear you. I feel that. We share that.
Anyway. So I was like, yeah, this is like kind of my worst fear coming to life.
Yeah.
But in a way, it actually helped me overcome the fear because I'm like, if I'm not going to pass out here,
then you're fine.
Why would I pass out?
That's great.
Anyways, reverse psychology. So I did do a little bit of reading in the sauna. It wasn't the most conducive for that. We also went with like a couple friends, so we were kind of talking when the time allowed itself. But I started Silver Elite and I only got like 2 chapters in, like nothing crazy. But it was very interesting. I'm very excited to go down this path. Yeah, I'm just gonna be really into this, I feel.
All right, that's good.
It's
that's
really
a good sign.
Interesting. Yeah. Other than
so you went from the sauna right to the cold plunge? Ooh.
Correct. So it's like 15 minutes of sauna. Then
15 minutes?
Yes.
No, I guess it's not bad. I used to do a half hour in the sauna.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You are like next level.
The sweatiest gal around.
When they gave us the tour, they didn't tell us how hot the sauna was. And then we had done like 2 cycles already, and then she was bringing these other people around on the tour, and we were like relaxing, and they had like heated furniture that you could relax on. It was really cool.
Okay.
Also there was a salt room that was just, it wasn't heated or anything, but it's like a quiet space where you can just go in and read.
Like the Himalayan salt.
The Himalayan salt is just like on the wall. Like it's very cool. But she was giving other people a tour, and she was like, yeah, the sauna is like 200 degrees. And I'm like, excuse me.
What? Oh my gosh.
I would have got in if I would have done.
That's so hot.
Yeah, it was crazy. Ew. But it felt so good. And then the cold plunge pool was 55 degrees. So it was...
That's the worst.
Quite the thing. It was
Which
awesome,
did you like better, the sauna or the
We're going to go back. Oh, the sauna's way better than the cold plunge.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like a cold plunge.
It's bad.
Ooh.
And I didn't even get like I didn't get like my lungs in, you know, like I just got like my waist and stomach. Like I wasn't doing the whole
gosh.
thing. But
no, that doesn't seem fun. I mean, like that seems
really
like a nice
though.
like balance thing, but
yeah, we're definitely going back. Like it was so relaxing and fun. So then on Friday night we went to a book club event. It was hosted at a local coffee shop in Greer, the town that I live in, and it was put on by a local business called Freshly Picked Books. Um, Abby, she's lovely. She goes around to like local businesses and has these little pop-up bookshelves where she puts and she refreshes them every so often. It's kind of like has farmers market vibes,
Okay.
like that's kind of the theme, that's the
Mm-hmm.
brand. And so she goes around to the businesses and will like swap them out and just like make them look all like fresh and like
Freshly picked.
newer reads or just like reads that she handpicks. And so it was really cool. We showed up and you get to pick from this like table of books that she has a lot of like pretty much every genre and new books, but they're pretty much all new. Like I didn't see any that were like super old.
Okay.
And it was like $12 a ticket and you get a free book. So, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like the price of the ticket is like way less than the
that's
price of the
awesome.
book. I picked up, show you, Mad Honey
Mad honey.
by Jodi Picoult and Jennifer Finney Boylan. So I've seen this author before, Jodi
Mm-hmm.
Picoult, and I've never read anything by her. I remember seeing this cover a lot, and it's a GMA book club pick, which,
Okay.
sometimes means nothing, sometimes means something. But
It's true.
I picked it up, and so then we did 45 to 60 minutes of silent reading, and then everybody came, which was like kind of not silent, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody came together and just kind of shared a little bit about what they picked, like what made you pick it,
Okay.
and if you were like shocked by anything by it, and just like how it's going. And if you didn't like your book, you had the option to switch it out for another one before you leave the event.
That's nice.
But
Jeez.
everyone in the circle kept their book, which was really cool.
That's
So,
awesome. How
yeah, it was a
fun.
really good time. Yeah.
How did you
So,
feel about the going around the circle and telling everyone about your book? Because you
we
had
didn't
me
have
until
to. It
that
was
part.
it was optional. The
Oh,
sharing was optional. But I chose to be a part of the group because I
that's
just thought it
good.
was interesting and yeah,
Nice. I
it
love
was
it.
fun.
What did Brendan pick?
Oh, some World War II. And it actually wasn't World War II this time. It was Civil War.
Oh, different
Um,
war. Okay, we're broadening. We're broadening.
yep. No, he actually walked into the event and in 30 seconds grabbed it. Like he knew exactly
It's
what he
easy.
wanted. It just was hilarious because he's very indecisive. He doesn't usually pick things.
Spoke
And
to
he was
him.
just like on it.
He knew
Like,
what he
that is
wanted.
mine. That's
All
mine.
right. I respect it. I bet
It
it
was
took you
funny.
some more time.
It took me a little more time. Crescent City was actually there as
Mm,
well, and I was like,
yeah.
there is no way. Like, I cannot do this
Mm-mm.
right now. I'm not at a point in my life where this is
No,
possible.
I think we'll know when we're ready, and that time just isn't here yet.
It's not now.
No.
No, but there were a ton of good books. We actually got there kind of late, so we
Okay.
we kind of got
The
the
picked over version.
yeah, the picked over ones, but she was refreshing it every so often.
Okay.
There was some good stuff out there. But yeah, I
Cool.
really want to go back to another one. It's so fun,
I
and
love it.
yeah,
Only
it's such a
12
good
bucks
idea.
too. That is a good
Yeah,
idea. I love that. Very
super
fun.
fun.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
So what have you been up to?
Not too much. I had a bridal shower for my little brother and his fiance the
Ooh.
Saturday this past weekend. That was nice. Um, yeah, I didn't do anything else. I read Cherry Baby. Uh, that's really honestly it. I
Yeah,
have way less of an update, but I could go into a
it's
lot of
okay.
detail about the bridal shower, but I won't because it's just not
Why?
the vibe. It's just no, it's not. I talked about it a lot already.
Not to
In a
me.
good
I don't know
way.
much about it at
It
all.
was good. I'm just like done.
Yeah.
It's
You said it
enough.
was like a tea party thing.
Yeah, it was very cute, very floral.
Oh, love
Hmm.
it.
Yeah,
So
it
cute.
was
Did
good.
you have tea? Like you had?
I didn't make tea, but there was tea. I had coffee,
Okay,
actually.
I
There was
gotcha.
some coffee. But yeah,
Yes.
um, yeah,
Love it.
love is blossoming.
It really is. And
Mm-hmm.
it is in Cherry Baby as well.
Is it? Yeah, it
What?
is. It's
Oh, quickly, do
returning.
we want to touch on the news that broke this week? Veronica
Yes.
Roth has announced that there is going to be another Divergent book.
Hmm?
And it is not a prequel. It is not a sequel. It is an alternate universe where Triss picks a different faction other than Dauntless.
How do you feel
What?
about this?
I don't know. I don't know. Did she say which faction?
I was just gonna look up the factions because there's no way she told us which one. That's like the big reveal.
Yeah.
Divergent
I mean,
factions. Which one do you think she picks?
I don't know. I can't even really remember what they are. Isn't it like Candor,
Candor,
Dauntless,
Amity,
Amity?
Erudite, Dauntless, and
Uh-huh.
Abnegation. So it's
I
selfless,
feel like that one
brave,
was bad.
intelligent, peaceful, and honest. None of those are as cool as Dauntless.
No.
Maybe she chooses
S-
intelligent.
Yeah.
Certainly it's not peaceful. You don't
That's the
get
thing,
books
like
written
she
about being
doesn't
peaceful.
it's hard to like say what she would pick because
It's not
she
really
doesn't
her.
fit in any of the categories. Like that's the whole point of the whole book. It's like she is divergent. She is
Yeah, that's
she's
true.
not any of these things.
Hmm.
Um
I'm interested. And I have to admit, I was a little disappointed. Like, when I saw that it's just a different version of the same story. I was like, oh, really?
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like
it's
it's
a
not
little
as
bit
exciting.
interesting to me only because like her and four have to end up together still, right? There's
But how
no
would they?
I don't
How would they
know, but
meet?
it would have to happen. She could not do this
Mm-hmm.
without that being the case.
Yeah,
And so for that reason, I am excited because if I get more of like them meeting for the first time,
that
the
is a good
slow
point.
burn,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm here for that. Like I don't want another book about them just like being in love. We've been there. We've done
Yeah, you're right.
we've done that. So it's
Let's
like
recreate the magic.
let's recreate the magic.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yes,
we'll
I'm
see.
here for that.
When does that come out?
I
Like
don't know.
November?
I
Isn't
don't
it
think
like...
anytime soon.
Oh, okay. What am I
She just
thinking?
announced it at BookCon. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just why it came up. But she is releasing a new book this summer. And she's actually coming to Greenville to promote it. So I don't know. That got me a little bit excited. I
Oh,
was like, maybe I'll go to that event. That might be fun. So
that is cool. I think the cover for this is really neat.
it
October
is neat.
6th, it comes out.
You're kidding.
That's quite soon.
Okay, add it to
Interesting.
the schedule.
Yeah, seriously. You guys don't know, but we are like pretty stocked up for episodes and books to read. There's a lot happening this year, and I'm not mad about it.
We are booked. We're
Booked.
double booked.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. There's a lot to cover. That's for
Yes,
sure.
there really is. But I'm excited to talk about Cherry Baby.
Me too.
Beautiful
This?
book. Let's give a little tour, shall we? Here, I'm gonna
Yes, please.
put this down
I'll describe
gently.
what I'm seeing, and you
Okay.
show it to the audience. Beautiful cover. Big cherry on the front. Very like cartoon-esque. Ooh, I love the inside patterns. Very nice.
Yes.
Very, very nice. Yes, it's very like true to the story
Can you
in
see the
that.
cherry?
Oh no, I can't see it.
Here, wait. You can kind of see it, like a little outline of a cherry right here.
Oh, that's so cute.
It is very cute if you can see it. It's very
Yeah,
faint, but I was really excited about that.
that's cute. Yeah, she leaned into the like comic part of the story, which I appreciated. That was cool with the cover. So,
Yeah,
Cherry Baby,
Cherry Baby.
aka Cherish. That was such a fun fact
I love
about
that.
her. I never would have expected
No.
that.
Why can't it
It
just
just
be
was
Cher?
funny.
I like
I mean, it
Cherish.
can be, but I think it's funny that
Hmm.
it's Cherish. I love it
It's
because her
funny.
her and her sisters all had those
Like
names:
Honor and
Hope, Joy, and
uh-huh.
like all Faith and all
Faith.
those.
That's right.
Which nothing
It's
wrong with that.
creative.
Just it just was funny.
It's funny. I mean, the author's name is Rainbow.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
There was someone at my college in the library who worked in the career office. Her name was Sunshine. Was her first name. Yeah.
No.
Her last name, I won't say it, but like it was equally as insane. I'm gonna
No.
send you her name just because it sounds fake. I don't want to like put this woman on blast. It was such a
Please.
name. I saw her name tag for the first time and I was like, what? That's not a name.
No. What
I still think
is
about
that?
her.
That's not a
I
name.
know,
That
but I
is
looked her up.
not
Like,
a
it's
name.
totally legit.
It's so crazy.
It's your last name, and that's what your parents decide to name you. Anyway,
Ugh.
so,
But honestly, there's no good way to go there.
no, you're right. It could be anything, it doesn't matter.
Seriously. All right.
So, okay. To be very brief, Cherry Baby takes place about 1 year after Cherry, our main character, and her husband Tom decide to split and get separated. Her husband is author of these comics that feature a character that looks a lot like Cherry, and her name is Baby. Hence Cherry
Mm-hmm.
Baby a little bit. We'll talk about the title reveal that happens kind of randomly. And so Cherry runs into this guy from her college who she was friends with and had a crush on, and turns out he had a crush on her, and they end up getting together a little bit, but then her husband comes back and has to pack up the house, and then things transpire.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we'll leave you. What were your first impressions?
My first impressions. This book, although the story itself started very quickly, for me, it was a little bit slow getting into it. Because, again, like reading just the brief synopsis of it, I didn't really understand what the conflict was going to be. And then the fact that her and Russ just got together so fast, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, but like, what's gonna happen from here? Like, he loves her body, he has
Mm-hmm.
no problem with her. Like,
Yeah.
what is the conflict?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. You
I
and
thought
I
it
were
was
like,
interesting and cute and funny,
yeah,
but I was like, what
but
is
what's
the
the
point?
story?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what's the point?
I feel like we were at a same part of the book for a little bit of the first like third, and we're both like waiting a little bit, like what's
Yeah.
happening? What are we doing? She got the guy she liked immediately, and like
Yeah.
I was just kind of waiting, like something's gonna happen, and I really don't know what it is. And then
Yeah.
it happened. So my first impressions were
Then,
kind of the same. Like I'm enjoying myself. I loved the first bit. Like she's just so good and like it's so funny. I laughed immediately
yes.
on the first page. Like like laughing when she's describing the dog. It was so
Oh,
funny.
the
She's
dog is so funny.
she's talking about Stevie, the dog, who's a Great Pyrenees and a Newfoundland. So like big and fluffy. And
Yeah.
so I don't know why it's so funny to me. She's like, Stevie was too big and too eager to be contained. She pushed forward, tail wagging, brown eyes pleading for affection. Stevie had human eyes, like a gorilla. I don't know why that cracked me up. Like a gorilla.
Like a
She's
gorilla.
describing this dog as a gorilla. I don't know.
No,
But
the way that she describes like caring for the dog
yeah.
and just both of them just having to navigate that like it's an
Hmm.
actual child is just so funny and so real.
Yeah.
And honestly just heartbreaking like at the end when they had to kind of decide like who was going to keep her. I was like, this is insane. Like I
Uh-uh.
hate this.
I was
I
not
hate
okay.
this.
That was the part that actually
I'm
made me tear up.
convinced Cherry only took him back so she didn't have to give up Stevie.
She kept saying she hated taking Stevie
No,
for walks.
I'm
She hated
kidding.
brushing her fur. And I'm like, you love that dog. Like, when he
No, she
immediately
does love that
said,
dog.
like, and and I got a yard like for Stevie. And she's like, you can't just take her.
Oh my gosh, it
After
was the
the
nail in the coffin.
yeah.
It was the nail in the coffin. After everything they debated, everything that she loved, she was willing to part with,
Not the
except for
dog.
the dog. It was crazy. The
Oh,
dog that she didn't even like.
she didn't even really like particularly
Yeah.
love the dog or want the dog, but you can't take the dog. Like,
No, you can't
that's
take
the
the
last thing we
dog.
share. So that was great. While we're
I
talking
love
about the
that too.
dog, it was chapter 47. When she's
What was
talking,
it?
it's just dialogue of Cherry. She's talking to Stevie,
Uh-huh.
saying goodbye, pretty much. It completely destroyed me.
No.
Do you remember chapter 47?
Yes, I do. I remember that part. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I was reading it and I'm like, no, this is not
Yeah.
okay. I'm not
As
gonna read
dog
it, but
moms, like that is just
mm-mm,
not okay. Never okay.
no.
But I loved it. I feel like it's been a while since we've read a book with an animal companion in it, and
It's
it just
true.
I
I
don't
love an
know. It
animal
just makes it
companion.
so relatable for me. I
Yeah.
just love it. But I also hate it because most of the time bad things happen. Not in these books, not in these like feel
Mm-hmm.
good ones, but fantasy stories sometimes things don't go the way that we need them to.
Yeah.
It's really sad and
No, it's
heartbreaking.
true. I got nervous when she got lost in the snow. It's
Oh
like, don't
my
do this to me. And she was
gosh.
fine, thank goodness. But I was not ready to deal with that. I was more ready for her to just not be with her ex-husband, to be quite honest with you.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, what
Oh
about the
wait,
Russ? What?
hold on. I have one thing to say.
Okay.
So, first impressions.
Hmm.
This is gonna get into so when I was thinking, what is this book about? I
Yes.
feel like time and time again it was mentioned how Cherry wanted to have a baby with Tom or she didn't and then they were talking about it and then they weren't talking about it and I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh my gosh, she's staring us right in the face." Like this is going to be about like her getting pregnant
I
with one of
totally
these
thought she was
men.
gonna be.
Cherry baby. And I was like, "Oh, it's there. It's right there."
Actual literal baby.
Being here. And the whole time I was like, oh, she's definitely gonna get pregnant. Like somehow, some way,
That is
something's
so
gonna happen.
funny.
And I thought what was gonna happen is she was gonna get pregnant. I don't know. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but I thought there was gonna be a baby. Especially at the end with her and Tom when they were like back together. She didn't care about Russ anymore. They were back together.
Yeah.
And then shortly after they reunited, Stevie was like being like all like weird with her. And I was like, oh, like that's how
Mm.
like dogs get when women are pregnant. Like they like get all weird and they like nuzzle up to them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is she
Uh-oh.
pregnant?
Oh
Like
my gosh.
I thought it the whole time. I was
No.
like, she's gonna
No,
get
that's
pregnant.
totally valid because it, like there were a few very obvious like situations where like she's definitely gonna get pregnant. Like at one point she completely forgoes any kind of contraception and then she says she's pretty sure she's not ovulating. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
she's
that was the other thing. They talked about it
definitely
all the time,
like
and she just like tracks it based upon her temperature. And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, like something's gonna go awry here.
No,
I
I
don't know.
totally thought that like she was gonna have one of their babies and like that was gonna be the big problem, but it had nothing to do with that. Like at
Mm-hmm.
all. It was just something we talked about.
I know.
No,
That was
it's
so
totally
weird.
valid. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cherry baby.
So I don't know. That was something I was holding on to for far too long. But
No.
little did I know that the conflict would arise when Tom comes back into town. Hey guys, we're here to share a little bit of a life hack with you. It's called Kindle Unlimited, and if you're a Kindle girly like me, you're definitely going to want to check this out. So for just $12 a month, you'll get unlimited access to the Kindle Unlimited library, which includes over 4 million titles. And these aren't just any books. These are the ones that have been on your TBR list for a while. We're talking all of Frida McFadden's best thrillers, The Night Road by Kristen Hanna, the Fourth Wing series, and all of your favorite fantasy reads. You name it, it's probably on Kindle Unlimited. So go to the link in our Instagram bio or our show notes and start your Kindle Unlimited subscription today. And even before Russ put his foot in his mouth, I was like, okay, why do I hate this guy? Referring to Tom.
Yeah.
Why am I supposed to hate him? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, because I kind of like him
Yeah.
and I'm kind of on board with it. You know what I mean? I started
Mm-hmm.
having this internal conflict of like, ooh, I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's
This
hard
is
because
weird.
like it's kind of how Cherry was. Like this man fully like cheated on her. But like
Did we
she just
know that at the
yeah.
beginning?
She said it kind of
Okay, I
early
thought it
like
was mentioned briefly, but then I'm like, am I totally making that up?
I forget exactly what
It
happened, but it
didn't
said
fully
something
come
about him
out
not being
until
faithful.
okay, but it didn't
Yeah.
like fully come out until the end.
No, not really. Like I think before Christmas dinner, it said something about him cheating, like actually cheating, not just not
Yeah,
being faithful.
right.
Hmm. But yeah, the all of the conflict I feel like was so honest and it wasn't
Mm,
manufactured and like it never felt fake, which is
yeah.
hard I feel like in a book like this cuz I don't know, it just felt so real. Like this kind of stuff actually happens all the time, I feel like.
Yeah, it does
And
it really does, yeah.
like the second chance romance thing, I feel like is a trope, but I don't know if we've ever read a book with that trope, but
Mm,
it's definitely a real thing.
I can't remember
I don't think we
off the top
have.
of my head one that I've read recently. But I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of thinking every romance kind of is a second chance at some point. Like there's always like
There's
a
always
turning
something.
point and then like somebody has to
I
take somebody
guess you're
back.
right. But
I
this
guess
felt
it's
like a
just
true
like
second chance. Like they'd been together a
how
long
long?
time.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess like how long is it? Wait. Love in Other Words would be second chance, right?
Oh yeah. I guess.
Because they did like get together as teenagers and then
Yeah.
break up, right? Yes.
I'd say that's second chance.
I
Yeah.
think I would too,
Because that's a
yeah.
real like chance. Like a second chance is what I
Yeah,
feel
I mean,
like.
and that's a
Like you run in
long
after
time.
you separate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So oh, I put this in my notes. The only other time I've seen something almost exactly like this is in the movie The Intern. Have you seen this? With Anne
No.
Hathaway and
Mm-mm.
Robert De Niro. So
Mm-mm.
like she's the CEO and Robert De Niro is like an elderly intern. It's a very
Yeah.
sweet, very wholesome movie. But Anne Hathaway, being like CEO of this company, she's so busy and her husband is cheating on her and she like knows but she's just like with him. And eventually she confronts him and it's like she just like takes him back and he's just this big lameo and I think it was stupid. It was different than this,
Oh.
but yeah. But
Was it
it's just
supposed to be sweet or
I think
everybody
it's
knew it
supposed to be
was
sweet.
okay.
Like I don't
Interesting.
know. It's just
So how do you
gross.
feel about this?
I don't know. Like,
This
I'm still
dynamic?
a little conflicted because, like, he still cheated on her. I don't care if he, like,
Yeah.
didn't sleep with her right away. Like, I don't know. You're still thinking
And
about it. And
I
he's still,
agree.
I don't know.
I agree with that. But in my head, when the whole thing unfolded and we got to know the real backstory, I
Mm-hmm.
kind of had this conflict where I'm like, okay, is he the villain or like, I don't know. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like Cherry could have done more. I feel like she really could have.
Yeah. Cherry wasn't completely the victim.
No. She played
But,
a part in this, and that's not me saying that it's okay for him to cheat on her because she wasn't around, but you know, I think she had a responsibility to be there for him more than she was. And
yeah.
I don't think she did enough.
Yeah, I
Just,
guess. And that would lead for his weird feelings to become worse. But,
yeah.
I
No,
don't
it
know.
doesn't justify it, but
No.
I think it makes it easier to forgive him because she was also in the
Mm-hmm.
wrong, I
Mm-hmm.
believe.
And that's probably a reason why she did, because she knew that
Yeah.
she fully didn't like behave the way she should have, even though he messed up more. But like, I don't
Yep.
know. The him not fighting for her thing really is a real statement. Because it's like, you told me not to come home. And it's like, you are her husband. Like, go get your wife.
Yeah,
Like, I
but
don't know.
mm, I don't know though because I have a problem with that too because Cherry is kind of when she says that, she's kind of trying to make him somebody that he's not. And because I just
Oh.
felt like the more that we got to know
Mm-hmm.
him, he doesn't really speak his mind. He's not that kind of person. He's not Russ. He's not the guy
Mm-hmm.
who's gonna go schmooze you and like take you and wine and dine you and all this stuff. That's just not Tom. And
Did you think Tom was a little losery?
a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it
A
was a
little
little
bit.
losery. Like, get up.
A
Like,
little
go to your
bit, but
movie
like
premiere.
I don't know though, because I found him so much more endearing when comparing him to Russ though.
Mm-hmm.
Because Russ was just, I don't know, he was a little too over the top, you know? Like
There
Tom
was
was
something
just
about
kind of
Russ.
leaving space for Cherry to be Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that.
Yeah,
I
Russ
liked
was
that.
totally in love with the idea of Cherry. I think more than he was in love with Cherry because, like,
He was trying to pull some campaign
no, listen, I was
whatever.
so
He was
suspicious of him.
trying to do something and it made me
Mm-hmm.
really mad.
I got suspicious of him, like,
He
after a
was,
little bit.
yeah.
It was just like he's being way too, like, love bomby, like, really
Yes.
fast. And so,
I
you
thought the
know,
same
like,
thing.
I wanted to like Russ. It just seems like that's who we should root for. However, like, I don't know, the longer it went on, he just seemed a little weird. And then he made that comment, and I'm like, it's over for you, man. I don't
Yeah.
know, it's over.
When was there a moment when you were like, "Ooh, like that's a red flag." Like, I don't like
I'm
that.
trying to think of anything besides that. I don't know. I don't think there was like a huge red flag for me. Maybe like taking her to the movie or something. Like,
I feel like there was a
I
lot of red
don't know.
flags for me. I don't know. I just him being in
Politics.
politics, I was like, no, no,
I don't
no,
trust
no,
this man.
no way. Him, I don't know. I think he left her house a lot.
Okay, that's
Like
what
in
I
the
wanted to
middle of the
say.
night, it was like she would wake up and he wasn't there, and I
Yeah,
was like, "Ooh, I
you're
hate
definitely
that."
right. That is a red flag for me because
That
he,
was
you
bad.
know, he would be so
Like into her.
infatuated and
Yeah.
into her, and then the moment it was over, he's gone. And
Mhm.
it's like,
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that either. He'd just leave, like he wouldn't even say anything. I didn't
Yeah.
like that at all. That was, you're right, total red flag. I forgot about that.
Very weird.
So, like, what I want to ask the group chat is if Tom never showed up and just like asked Cherry to send his stuff, do you think this would have gone the same way or differently? Or would it have gone the same way, just taken way longer? Would she have ended up with Russ?
That's a great question. No, she would not have ended up with
That's
Russ.
what I think too. That was
Definitely
over.
not. His true colors were going to show eventually,
Yeah.
and you could tell that Cherry was onto him as well because she
Mm-hmm.
was kind of just digging in a little deeper, and she's like, "What took you so long? Like,
Mm-hmm. Why'd you date
what?
my best friend instead of
Yeah,
me
why?
if you like me so much? That totally
Why'd you
valid.
guys kiss at that party if
Mm-hmm.
you
That
liked
was
me?"
really
It just
ridiculous.
was,
I'm so glad she
yeah,
asked that though, because it's like we're all wondering it. Like, if you liked her so much, why didn't you go for it? You just went for the easy option.
yeah, and he had such like a political answer for that too.
It
And
was
oh,
really
I wish I
gross.
could find
He's
it.
like, that's just what my brother taught me to always go for a hot girl. And I'm like, but you thought she was hot, so why not? It was just
Yeah.
like, I did what was expected of me, which is a stupid answer.
Yeah, that
I don't
was
know
like a
where it is.
stupid answer. Ugh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it would have turned out with Russ. I just don't think they
No.
were ever
I do
meant
think
to
that she
be.
needed Russ, though. Like, he was there for a moment to serve a purpose, I think. Like, I think it was a big
Yep,
confidence boost for her to, like, get this guy that she always liked a little bit. And, you know, like,
yep.
and it could help her, like, notice that she's still, like, definitely in love with her husband, who she's not fully divorced from not divorced from at all. They never did anything. They just
Yeah.
separated.
I really like this book though, and I like how it talks about this because I just feel like this is not talked about at all just in today's culture. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, he did you wrong, move on, right? Like there's somebody else that's going to
Yeah.
be better, that's not like, and he's going to be worse, and you're just
Mm-hmm.
going to see all these differences that are just wow, this guy's so much better. And it wasn't. Like it was the total opposite. And even just in book culture, right? Like we want a Russ, right? Like we want
Yeah.
somebody who just like comes in and like tells you you're perfect and like
Mm-hmm.
that's the fantasy guy. That's that he sweeps you
Yeah.
off your feet and makes you dance in a crowded room and introduces you to everyone and it's just like that's the fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not reality. And I just love that the person she ended up with was Tom because
Mm-hmm.
that's a real person. Like that is a
Yeah.
real guy that you meet in real life and that's how he acts and that's but it's a long-term thing. That's love. That's not lust.
Mm-hmm.
That's love, you know? And it's
Yeah.
just I don't know. I just thought it was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I liked that he was so real. Because, like, there are Russes in all of these books. Like, we don't ever really
Mhm.
see Toms. And if we do, it's the guy who she's with before she meets Russ and then leaves for Russ. That's kind of
Yep.
what I was expecting. I'm really glad it didn't go that way. Even if I'm not fully, like, someone who's in love with a guy like Tom. It's just like, I keep thinking of the quote that Lorelai said to Christopher when they were breaking up for the final time. Spoiler
Mhm.
alert if you watch Gilmore Girls. She was like, "You were the man that I want to want." And she just didn't
Mm.
love him like how she liked Luke. And that's just kind of what I think. Like, she really wanted to want and to be in love with Russ, but she just wasn't. Like, she was in love with this man who's perfect for her. And so she stayed with
Yeah.
him. And like for a while I was going against her being with Tom again because it's like cuz I'm thinking like in the way that we think in these kinds of books like he didn't like treat you the way you deserve to be treated and then he kept with the flashbacks which we'll hit the flashbacks in a second. I kept thinking like he definitely does treat her the way she deserves to be treated. Like he
Yeah.
just messed up, which
He
again,
did.
we're not going to completely forgive his mistake, but it's just really real that you make a decision sometimes to work through something
Yeah.
because you're just meant to be. And if he's
Mhm.
sorry, which he truly was, like, I don't know, maybe you work through it.
Yeah. I just loved all the little moments between them, just going through all their stuff, and
Yeah.
it just really helped you realize like how perfect they are for each
Mm-hmm.
other. And I don't
Yeah.
know, it's just and
It's like every time they were together, it would just be a little flow. Like, they knew what to
yeah,
do.
oh
Like,
my
they didn't have to
gosh.
discuss anything, they would just do it.
No. And
The
it was
Christmas
just
Eve like cookie making and everything, that completely was like so romantic to me.
I was gonna say, what was your favorite romantic moment? And that for me was everything. When he
Mhm.
came down and was like, I have all of this packed, and he's
Yeah.
like going through the checklist because they do it every year,
Mhm.
and he's like constantly checking on her to make sure her back doesn't hurt because she's like
Yeah.
been standing all day and just like, oh my gosh, the way he just like fell back into rhythm with them
Yeah,
was just
completely.
adorable. Oh,
That
I
part,
loved it.
but like after the fact, I think that is more romantic. While I was reading it, I was like very sad by it
Oh
because
yeah, it was
she just
sad.
kept revisiting the fact that like this isn't going to happen again because they're over. And when she started
I knew it
talking
was gonna
about
happen though.
I
I
don't
just
know. When she
knew.
was talking about the nieces and the nephews, by the way, one of the nieces was Mallory.
I was gonna ask you how you felt
That
about
was
that.
funny.
Do
My
you
name's
get
never in
like
books.
do you hate when your name's in a book or do you love it?
I think it's a little weird. It's like,
Oh,
wait,
it's
that's
so
my
weird.
name. But not
It
as
was
weird as
brief. It
28
was brief.
Summers, though. which
Oh my gosh.
that was the main character's name. That
Oh
was hard.
no.
That was weird. But
Hmm.
when she was talking about the niece and the nephews, like he's never gonna go to their weddings. He's never gonna see them graduate. I was like, oh
Oh,
my
that's
gosh, because like I don't
heartbreaking.
know. You ever like have a friend or like a relationship where like they have a little sibling or some other person in someone else's family who you don't know anymore? It's just like, oh, I hope they're all right, like that kind of thing. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
that's just kind
tough.
of what that pulled on for me. It's just like, oh, that is so sad. Another really honest truth moment for
Yeah,
her.
that's so, so sad. Ugh.
But they'll never
I
see
knew they
him.
were gonna, I knew they were gonna make it out though. Like,
At
I
that point,
had
I was
faith.
hoping for it. And at
Yes.
that point, Russ hadn't come up in so long. I was like, are we not going to see him again? Are we not going
Yeah.
to revisit Russ? And we did, and it was kind of lame-o and sad, but it was okay. He
Yeah.
definitely left the door open for her, but she's like, no thanks. I put
No.
my wedding ring back on. I'm good. Thank you, though, for your
Yeah.
service.
I know. Yeah, I'm glad that that's the way that it went. Another thing I thought was really cute was the part where she was talking about like being kissed
Oh my
and
gosh.
how it just like brought back all these memories. It was just kind of like going down memory lane
Hmm.
for them, and oh my gosh, it just I
I
don't know.
loved that part.
Tom was not a romantic guy by any means,
Hmm.
but I
But he
don't
knew how to
know.
show love to her.
I was so touched by their love story and just like
Hmm.
how simple it was and but still so meaningful, just
Yeah.
thinking about like all of the times she's been kissed and
Hmm.
like at the grocery store. It's just like it's so cute. It could be a poem. Like it's
It is a
so
poem. I love
cute.
it.
She says you sort of stop noticing when someone never says I love you when they make you feel loved, which I
Hmm.
loved. That was a good
I
poem.
loved that too. I remember that one.
And yeah, and then she was like thinking about all the memories. All of the above made it worse. Every good thing made it worse. And then it was like places where Tom had kissed Cherry. In line at the grocery store, in line at the bank, in line at their polling place. And then when she was talking about like the specific places, like at her grandma's funeral on the temple, and like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just so cute. And then she ends it with that's who Cherry had been in Tom's life and in the world for years and years, someone who had always recently been kissed, someone who was about to be kissed, someone who walked around with her chin slightly raised and lips slightly parted, ready for it.
Just ready to receive love.
Oh, that was such
I loved that
a
whole
beautiful part.
passage. There's this poem now that I'm thinking about, and I can't remember what it's called,
Having
but
a
I
Coke
read
with
it.
you.
No, I read it in college, and it's like a grocery list,
Oh.
but like all of the things that this person loved about someone. I tore it out of the book, and I have it with me somewhere. I don't know where it
Oh.
is. I feel like I put it in a journal. It's not important, but now I really want to find it because it's super sweet. But
Yeah.
anyway, that
I
was
just
very
think
romantic.
those moments to me are just like so much sweeter than I don't
Hmm.
know, the grand gestures
And it's more
sometimes. And I like
honest
a grand
again.
gesture, but
Yeah, let's not be mistaken. Like, a grand gesture is always appreciated, but it's just not real that that's happening all the time. Like, Tom would not be featured on our episode of Passionate Love Proclamations. He just wouldn't be.
no.
And that's okay, because there are
I
other
think he
ways to
said
say I
it like
love you.
one time. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Like,
There are
his
so many ways.
most, like, passionate thing he said was to the reporter on the red carpet.
That was
That
the
was
best
so
moment
sweet.
when they finally, because they were texting about it, which didn't love
Yeah,
the texting. But
the
anyways,
sister
it made
group
the book go
chat.
faster.
Did, honestly. That was like right at the
Oh,
end.
when they finally like said what it was, he says,
Here it is, yeah.
okay, she says, the reporter calls her baby. We're so excited to meet you. We all want to know what's it like seeing yourself on screen. Tom leaned in before Cherry could answer. And I think that's what made it such a big moment is
How
because
he
he
just
doesn't do
he
that.
went for
He
it.
He went for it.
Mm-hmm.
Baby is a fictional character, he said, frowning. She's two-dimensional. She's a shadow on a cave wall. My wife is infinite. If there are things you like about Baby, I probably stole them from her. But I can never fit everything she is and everything she means to me into a panel.
And
Oh!
that's what he should have been saying from the start, I think, a little bit. Because let's not gloss over the fact that the whole panel, like the comic thing, that was very hard for Cherry to watch. Like, as someone who was conscious of her weight and a little self-conscious of how she looked and everything, like, it's one thing when you have any kind of like body image issue to like see a picture of yourself or whatever, but then to see like the image of you drawn by someone you love, like that's just a whole other level. And I cannot imagine. It's like seeing a constant caricature of yourself. And caricatures are so difficult to look at because they bring out the
Yeah,
worst parts of you.
they really do.
Like,
Like, it's just,
yikes.
I think that's just a guy thing, though. Like, at the end of the day, he didn't think he was painting her in a bad light because, like, he
Well, he
just thought she
didn't.
was
It's not
beautiful,
about
you
him.
know? No, and it's, yeah, right. And it's just, yeah,
I just
that's
can't
tough.
imagine.
I can't
Yeah. So, like,
imagine
no wonder
either.
it freaked her out so much, I guess.
Yeah,
But,
no, it was a freaky thing for sure. I feel like
mm-hmm.
it would give anyone pause. Like, it just, yeah, it's not good. I would
Yeah.
not, I would not like that for
No,
myself at
no thanks.
all.
And, like, she didn't even read them, but I
I
don't
know,
know.
which is so crazy. Because it
Yeah.
was just like his diary, and she like felt like she was intruding.
It's like everyone knows
It's
what's in
crazy.
these.
I
Yeah.
know, it's wild. That's trust right there. That's
I guess.
I also loved how they were Disney adults. It,
My
it was
gosh.
great.
She's like, it just makes sense that she would be a Disney adult.
Just makes sense.
I
Oh my
imagine that she
gosh.
dressed exactly like Jessica Day from New Girl. That's pretty
Oh
much how
yeah,
I
yeah.
imagined her.
That's pretty good. That's a
Like the
pretty good
hair and the
comparison.
skirts and everything. Like,
Uh-huh.
mm-hmm,
Oh my
the
gosh,
whole
I loved it.
thing.
When he got her that charm bracelet.
I was like, oh,
Oh
he
my
loves her.
god.
Like,
Oh, he loves her.
he
Oh my
found it at an
gosh.
estate sale, and that's what they always used to do. Got it.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't need to know anything else.
I love it.
Very
I love it
cute.
so much. So cute. But yeah, we can talk about maybe the body image stuff a little bit. Going on the funny train. So the GLP-1 irony was a little
Hmm.
bit funny. I liked how she leaned into that with the skinniest sister being on the GLP-1s and then like
Yes.
all the other ones being mad at her. I thought that
Hmm.
was funny. And I thought
Feeling
it was
betrayed.
a fresh way to like talk about it without actually talking about it. It was just funny.
Yeah, like it's not really talked about.
Hmm.
It hasn't been in a book that I've read. Like, so yeah, I guess I felt it was a little vague
Hmm.
for what I think she might have been trying to do, but it's kind of a hot button item right now. So
Yeah.
she said what she needed to. She didn't need to go into like insane detail or anything, but you know.
Yeah. I think it was just kind of, I don't know. I guess what I took away from it was that, nobody's comfortable in their own skin,
Yeah.
basically.
Mhm.
Everybody has something that they want to change about themselves, and I
Yeah.
think it just made Cherry just like such a more powerful person to like go out there in Hollywood. And like they
Mhm.
mentioned it about like the reporters and stuff. Like they were,
Yeah.
like it looked like they were taking them and all this stuff. And I don't know. I think it was just kind of like an
Mhm.
ironic like thing where it's just they're making fun of her, but at the same time like they're also trying to change something about themselves, which is
Yeah,
just
you're right. It's
funny.
like you are not any better or worse than anyone else here.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the boat. You're just doing something different about it. Pretty
Mhm.
much.
Yeah.
You're right though. Everyone wants to change one thing about themselves, at least.
Yeah.
Cherry's not alone.
Mhm. It's
Definitely.
true. Okay, let's talk about the the other. Hot topic, the betrayal
Oh,
from Mr. Russ.
I could not believe he said that. I was in my kitchen. I was making Marry Me chicken, and while the chicken was cooking, I read the words, "Your sister did."
Hey, we're popping in to tell you guys something special. So at the link in our Instagram bio or our show notes, we have an Audible 30-day free trial available. This includes a free book of your choice and access to the Audible Plus library. I have traditionally been a Kindle girly, but I've been loving Audible because it syncs up directly where I left off. So if I have to drive somewhere, I'll just turn it on in the car, and when I get back to my Kindle, it'll be exactly where I left off. Audiobooks are not what they used to be. There's dramatized versions, multiple POVs and voices, and action sequences that you can't get from reading a physical book. So I highly suggest you try it out. Go to the link in our Instagram bio or our show notes, or go to audibletrial.com/doublebookedpod to get your 30-day free trial.
As in, your sister changed the way she looked. I was so shocked at him. That came completely like out of nowhere. He kept insisting that he was okay with how she looked and how he didn't have a problem with her appearance at all. And I kind of believed him. Like, he really is crazy about her. Like, I'm sure she's like everything he wanted because he wanted her for so long. And when he said that, I was completely shocked. I can't imagine what it would feel like to hear that from someone you think is completely in love with you in every way.
I know. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find the moment. I can't believe I didn't highlight this. I was just like in shock. Like,
I know.
I had to like tell Brendan about it. This was like one of those situations where I had to explain the whole book to him just so that I could tell him about this one part of the book. And then he still, didn't give me the reaction
like,
that I was
"Oh,
hoping
okay."
for. And so I was like,
You don't get it.
oh, wow.
No, I don't have it
Okay,
anywhere.
here it is, page 230. And I did highlight it, so thanks a lot,
okay.
Kindle. Anyways.
Thanks a lot. For nothing.
So they're talking about, she says, "What did I do wrong tonight, Russ? You invited me to a party and I went. I can't help that people look at me and see a character. You could help it. How? I don't know. Do you have to look so much like her?" Jerry laughed. "Yes, literally yes." It's just that I look like a cartoon character who was drawn to look exactly like me. I can't change my entire appearance. Your sister did. Oh my gosh.
I can't. And she says that's like a 5,000-pound wrecking ball swinging right through the windshield of the car that they're in and into her chest. I can't even with that comment. Your sister did. I'm sorry, what?
Also, I'm just piggybacking off of this. I think it's so much more impactful that she gave Tom a second chance after what he did to her. But because Russ said this, there was no coming back from
No
that.
coming back.
There was no coming back from that.
No. I was reading some reviews and people thought that this was kind of a harsh reaction, but I think that they're not getting that she was probably just like looking for a way out a little bit, and this was very obviously a way out, and so she grabbed it and was like,
Yes,
I'm
totally
not putting
agree.
up with this. I don't think that was dramatic at all. Cut
I don't
him
think
out.
it was dramatic.
You don't owe him anything.
Even if she wasn't looking for a way out, I do not think that's dramatic. And I think
That's
it
not an
speaks
okay
to the
comment.
power of like how much more important that is. Right? Then I don't know. I just think she was not willing to give him a second chance.
No,
Like,
she
at
wasn't.
all. Like
She
even
didn't let
time
him.
of day. Like no, not even for a second.
No. He was texting her and calling her, like, let me apologize. And she was not having it. I was very happy for her
No.
that she stood her ground. I think that was like the beginning of her making some hard decisions, even though it might not feel great. Like, obviously, the decision to separate from your husband of 8 years or whatever is a hard decision. But, like, after her grieving period and she's kind of coming back into herself, I think this was like a big wake-up call for her.
Yeah.
Very harsh wake-up call. I don't care if you're drunk. Like, you can't say stuff like that.
No, absolutely not.
And, like, to take it a step further and not just say, like, lose weight, But to bring her sister into it, who we learn she has kind of a fraught relationship with and looks up to her sister so much and has such a
Yes.
weird feeling about her losing all the weight, like, that is a deep cut, sir. That was not
No.
okay.
And Tom understood all of those sister dynamics. He
He really
learned
did.
them and he knew how to
Mm-hmm.
navigate all of that.
Yep.
And that was
He,
impressive.
yeah, it was impressive. He remembered all
That's
of their
love.
names, like, right away and everything. He knew what was going on.
Oh, I remember when she was, this was another moment that gave me pause, and clearly I remember it. She was talking about her sisters, and she was like telling him in order, like, this one's the oldest, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And he Russ mentioned it back to her, and she's like, no, not Faith, like
Yeah,
Honey's
he
the
got it
oldest, or
wrong.
whoever it was. But yeah, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
come on, dude, like, what do you
It's not that hard.
you
Figure it
care?
out.
Like, he
Uh-huh.
remembers all of these things about all these people he goes out and tries to, like, schmooze, and he can't
Right.
remember the order of her sisters? Like,
That is a
come
good
on.
point, Mr.
I don't
Politician.
like
You
it.
can't remember this
I don't
short
like it
list.
one bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
The last thing I want to talk about very quickly is
okay.
just like we were talking about the flashbacks and just the pace of the book. We should have talked about this at the beginning,
Oh
probably.
yeah,
But
maybe we should.
anyways, I thought it was interesting just in the chapters we had so many time jumps. I mean, there's parts where it's like two sentences and then we're like moving on to the next
Kind of,
day
yeah.
or like how did
Mm-hmm.
you like that? How did you feel about that?
I thought the pace was super important to the way this story was received. I feel like it was, if it was told in like a chronological way, it would have been way different of an outcome emotionally. So like in books where there's time jumps that we read, mostly it's like one event in the past and we bounce back and forth with the same event in the future. Like,
Yeah.
but this is not how it went. We jumped all over the place. We went back to her being like 8 years old at one point. And it
Yeah.
like that, by the way, that was sad.
I
The
know
little
that was
boy
sad.
being mean to her. I wanted to kill someone, but I can't. I will not tolerate that. But I just think that it was really pertinent. Like for every event that happened in the present day, she had something like very telling about the past that is like the context to the thing that happened present in the present day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it very well, but I think
No,
that
I
I liked
agree.
it a lot, and it was different. I liked it though. I think it
Yeah,
helped.
I think it was very different. I wasn't expecting to like flip flop back and
Yeah,
forth
me
like that,
neither.
and also like go through the days sometimes like so quickly. Like sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
felt like it was getting like
That's
whiplash.
right.
But I also appreciated like how much we got to know her because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, we didn't get bogged down with the details so much, but it was like we got all the pivotal moments because we needed
Yeah.
to know what happened in the past with Tom and
Mm-hmm.
Cherry to understand why, like, to like understand the
Yeah.
present and like their love story. And
Mm-hmm.
so we got a lot of that. And yeah, I think it had to go quickly sometimes because we had a lot of ground to cover. Like,
Oh yeah.
this
Mm-hmm.
wasn't, and that's what I appreciated about it because I think a lot of stories, it's like we're giving you every detail of every day that they live,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna wake up the next chapter, they're gonna wake up and live the
Do
same
the
day
whole thing
over
again.
again.
Uh-huh.
And some of these romance books, I mean, it's not very long before they're like fully committed, saying I love you, all these things, if you
Yeah.
really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is going to take time. Like, this took time to rebuild what they had.
Yeah.
And at some points I was like, "Oh my gosh, like are they going to get back together or what?" Like they're just
Uh-huh.
talking about what they're still talking about dividing stuff up. And then
Yeah.
I thought for sure like Christmas Eve something was going to happen and it didn't happen until
I
after
know.
Christmas. And I was like, "But that's the point. Like it takes time."
It takes
And
time.
sometimes we had to to just keep it moving, like we just had to have these
Hmm.
little moments and then, it's a week later and
Yeah.
in the
And
same chapter.
you're right. Like, it takes way more time than like these very fast romances and stuff. And sure, like
Yes.
stuff starts up that way, I guess, but like this kind of relationship, it needed all the time that they had off. They needed that.
Hmm.
And like Cherry being so sad for so long, the amount of time she cried,
I know, it was
I
so
took
sad.
a second, like towards the end, when she started crying again, and I'm like, I should be annoyed with this, but like, I genuinely
I
feel
wasn't.
bad for her. Like, she's so
Yeah.
upset and not happy, and she misses him, and it was so hard. Like, and then you just think, like, and they're still taking their time. It's just like, it was just more proof that, like, that's the right thing to do sometimes. You have
Yeah.
to make sure you know what you're doing. And like, we know that she wasn't acting on it because she was sad and lonely, because she would have done it already. The timing
Right.
had to be right. And he kind of had to show up for her a little extra, and he did. I think that helped too. But yeah, we had to fit like, what, like 10 years into
I don't
400
know.
odd pages? Like, and she
It was
did
a
it so
lot of
well. You're
time.
right, with like the 2 sentence chapters and stuff, and like the days it just went by really quick. And then some dialogue would last pages and pages of just like
Yeah.
one conversation. The pacing kind of was jumpy a little, but I think it was all kind of important.
Yeah, it also helped keep me like really engaged in the story. I just felt
Hmm.
like it was moving quickly enough where I was like, wow, this is like
Yeah,
it just kept me focused. And then it was like a chapter of the text messages and that was like
text.
quick to just like move
Hmm.
through and you just keep going and you just keep going. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I was hooked. After like halfway through
Yeah.
the book, it was like I just wanted to keep reading it
Hmm.
like all the
There was a
time. So
shift. Do you think there was a
yeah.
shift like halfway
Oh,
through?
mhm.
Yeah, I feel
There's
like Cherry was acting different, and like
mhm.
it was just way more focused and Tom centric. I liked it though, and yeah, I kind of really flew through the last like 75% of it, honestly.
Well, any other topics you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. I do think that the blurb about the book should have mentioned her ex husband being more important in the story. Because he wasn't. Like, it was just said that, like, he wasn't coming home or something. It seemed
Yeah,
like there was set up to be a Russ love story. And
it
so
really
that's what we
did.
all went into it thinking.
But I
Boy, were
think
we
that's what
wrong.
what
Well, that's what
we
Cherry
would
went
have
into it thinking.
yes, and we would have been so suspicious from the start. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was because when you read that on the page, you just like stopped in your tracks. Like you were just like, "Wait, what
Mm-hmm.
just happened?" It was like a Prince Hans situation in Frozen where it's just like, "Wait, the
Oh my
good guy is
gosh.
actually the bad guy? What do you
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. It's weird. But I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really good.
I liked it too. I'm not disappointed. Shocked.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I
I
was
think
so
I think that was
surprised.
intentional. Like I
Yeah.
think she wanted you to think that.
Mm-hmm.
She's
I just
getting the
remember.
she's getting the fangirls in here and she's like, "We're going to a concert and we're going to meet our biggest crush." And we're like,
Hmm.
"Yes, we are."
Okay, let's go.
And then she ripped our hearts out.
Hmm. She really
She
did.
knew
Wow.
how to get us. She
Hmm.
knew.
She really does, though. Like, there are some times where me, having never been married or divorced, I'm like, I get it. Like, I know how it feels. And I'm
I mean, you're in
completely
a committed
sympathizing.
relationship. So yes, you do get it. You do.
But like, like the way she just completely gets your heart in some parts. Like,
Yeah,
I just want to give Cherry a
she's
hug.
so
Like, it's
good.
gonna be okay. You're so talented and so smart.
No,
Like, you're gonna
this
be
was like one of
fine.
the few characters where like you're right. She did cry so much, but
Such
like
a
I was not
crybaby.
annoyed by her like 1 minute. Like I was never
No,
annoyed by Cherry. Like
I'd be
not even
crying
once.
too. Like, I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
I
hard to
also,
read but so easy.
yeah, agreed. I also loved the juxtaposition between Russ and Tom's appearance. It seems like
Yeah.
they were very different in
Hmm.
that regard as well. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Like Russ was a more obvious cute guy, and Tom was like a little more rough around the edges, but
Mm-hmm. But
like
she liked that. She
she
she wanted
liked it.
him she wanted him to be able to fix things. Be a
That's who you
husband.
go for.
That's husband material right there.
Hmm.
That's
She
funny.
talked about like his hands or something like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just completely not the way Russ was described at all.
No.
Yeah.
They even said he was only slightly taller than her whenever she was wearing like her big
Hmm.
heels or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know about that. I think that's when I started maybe having a little bit
That's
of an
when you started
iffy.
to turn on
I was like,
Russ.
okay, I don't know about that one.
Short king.
Short King? Nah, I don't
Just
know.
short. He's not a king.
Rainbow would never. I'm starting to get suspicious.
Rainbow, we know you wouldn't do that, right? Oh
Come on.
my gosh.
Come
A
on.
short king, Rainbow? I don't think so.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah.
what did you rate this one?
Okay. I am gonna give Cherry Baby a 4.5.
Okay.
That's my rating. I thought it was very good. I really loved the characters. I liked how the book ended in a very non-traditional way.
Hmm.
Well, traditional in a sense, but not traditional for in the book
Yeah, I
world.
guess.
Um, it really shocked me in a lot of ways. And yeah, I just thought it was really good. It took me a little bit to get into it, and I guess that's kind of why I'm not at a 5, but
Yeah.
I just really appreciated the story. I thought it was very beautiful, and I'm gonna think about it like
Yeah.
for a while to come. Like it really will stick with me. I know it
Hmm.
will.
I totally agree. It's just like the kind of books she writes, like they will stick with you. That's why I keep coming back. I
I
think I'm
know.
gonna give it a 4.5 to 4.5.
Yay.
And again, because of the beginning, like, just like, I didn't like how I had to, like, wait a second, like, what are we
I know.
doing? I
I
don't
know.
like that feeling in a book, and it was probably
Mm-hmm.
on purpose or necessary, but it's just like, I didn't love that completely. Everything else, though, like, she really tugged at my heartstrings and described such, like, deep characters in such a short amount of time and really made me feel all the things that Cherry felt. Again, with me
Yeah.
having, like, no experience with some of this stuff. And I think that's just really, like, important and it's good to read a book like that. And I think we needed a little
Yeah.
switch up. And can I also say that my spell is broken? My spell of picking bad books for the podcast?
This was a Mallory pick, y'all, and it was successful.
I did
So,
it. I did
love
it.
it.
I'm so
Love
happy.
it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, last thing. Do you think
Okay.
she's going to make a Thursday comic? Because I was wondering if this is gonna
Oh.
be like a Simon Snow situation with Fangirl,
Yeah.
because remember she wrote those
She
books
wrote a whole
after.
trilogy.
Yeah, it was like Harry Potter vibes, but it was Simon
Mm-hmm.
Snow. Yeah.
That's right. I kind of hope so. That'd be
That would be
fun.
so
Because she has
cute.
done comics. Like,
Yeah.
hmm? I would not be upset about that.
I just
I'm
think, okay, back to the comics. Like, it just, that speaks to Tom as a character. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely
these are his
comic person.
innermost thoughts and
Mm-hmm.
feelings. The comic is named Thursday because it releases on a Thursday.
Yeah, that's
This
right.
is not a complex man. This is not a complex
No,
character. His name in the comic is the guy.
the
Like,
guy.
just that guy.
And he almost never has dialogue.
You
Like,
don't need to know any more than that. Like, this
no.
man is true to himself, and
He
we
likes his
should never,
knickknacks.
we should never have expected anything flashy from him because it's just not gonna happen.
You're totally right.
But
We knew
Love
who
him
he was from
anyway.
the start. Yeah, we're here for
I'm
you,
not trying to
Tom.
make him somebody he's not, you know? He stood up for her at the premiere. He has loved her,
Yeah.
in the small moments, and I'll take that. I'll
A
take
lot of
it.
small moments equal many big moments.
Yes.
One big moment does not make up for a lifetime of nothing.
No, it
Russ.
definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't. I
hmm
I loved that quote though. Like you sort of stop noticing that someone never says I love you
I
when they make
know.
you feel loved.
I love that too. I went
Love
back and
it.
read that a couple times. Like that.
Yeah. Because he really
Good.
didn't say it a lot, but we could feel it.
Mm-mm.
Like we knew.
Mm-hmm. Actions
Ugh,
speak louder than words.
told you guys I'm gonna think about this one for a
I
long time.
know. This has made me think about Fangirl more, just because
Oh,
I just love that book. We
well,
should talk about that one.
I gave it away recently. I was like cleaning out my books and
Mm-hmm.
I put it in like a free little library. I was like some other teenager needs to read this.
They do, honestly. That's
Yeah.
true. I don't know where mine is. Oh, there it is. I lost the dust jacket on it, though. I don't know where it is. I just have
Oh,
the regular book.
yeah. That's all
Whatever.
good.
That's such a good one.
So good. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, speaking of actions speak louder than words, I think an action that we would really feel loved and appreciated by would be to follow us on social media and wherever you're listening. So, wherever you're listening, subscribe, give us a like, give us a little follow, leave a comment, tell us how you feel about Cherry Baby once you read it if you haven't read it yet. I know it's only been out, what, like 6 days? We're
Yeah,
kind of
this was quick.
fast.
This was
Huh.
quick of
It
us.
was pretty quick. Look at that. We're making good time. So, yeah, show
hmm
us how much you love us by following us on Instagram at doublebooked_pod or on TikTok or not, or and on TikTok, double period book period pod. And yeah, we attach our entire self worth to those things. So please, please,
Please.
come on. Thank you.
Love it. Yes, and if you're looking for more episodes, we have a ton in our backlog, so definitely go check those out. We've been doing this for over a year, every week for over a year, so we have a lot of episodes for you to enjoy. And if you've read a book recently, there's a good chance that we've covered it on the pod. So check all those out. And yeah, I think next we're going to be diving into the Silver Elite series because the new release is coming out quite soon. So pick that
Yeah.
up if you haven't already and read along with us. But thank you guys so much for listening. We love you so much. And until next time, happy reading. Bye.
Bye.